Hello everyone and welcome to my hip-hop gossip for you channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Biggie's mother allegedly co-signed Diddy's former bodyguard's plan to expose the mogul. Diddy is now resolving a good number of legal problems. The creator of Bad Boy was detained at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn last month after being apprehended in New York City. He faces numerous counts pertaining to alleged racketeering and sex trafficking, and if found guilty, he may serve a lengthy prison sentence. But according to his ex-bodyguard Gene Deal, he ought to be held accountable for more charges than just these. He had a conversation with Voletta Wallace, the mother of the notorious B.I.G., on a recent Paperwork Party podcast episode. Although their chat was short, Wallace seemed to be endorsing Deal. He continued to wax poetic about the exchange and the idea that she had signed off on his attempts to bring Diddy to justice. According to All Hip-Hop, he may have been alluding to rumors that Diddy was complicit in the killings of Biggie and Tupac. "Have you heard that?" he inquired. "She mentioned that she was observing me. Proceed and carry out your action." "Have you heard that?" "You just heard it from Big's mother, Mutt half asterisk cause who don't care AF asterisk CK about." "Yes." Wallace's comments regarding the previously published video of Diddy allegedly hitting Cassie at a hotel in 2016 were made public only a few months prior to their meeting. She said to Rolling Stone at the time, "I'm sick to my stomach." Wallace continued, "I'm praying for Cassie and for his mother. I hope he apologizes to her because I don't want to believe the things I've been told, but I've seen the hotel video. One day, I hope, I will see Sean, and all I want to do is slap the living daylights out of him. You're welcome to cite me on that." What are your thoughts on Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, claiming that Biggie's mother backs his scheme to expose Diddy? Libel by Diddy's former bodyguard allegedly, Jay-Z stole from Tupac in a hotel room in Vegas. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, has circulated numerous accusations and statements against the Bad Boy mogul in the midst of his major crisis. However, not all of his memories of hip-hop history are related to Sean Combs. Deal, for instance, recently spoke with Cam Capone News and shared an intriguing tale about Jay-Z and a late 1990s performance he attended in Las Vegas. The rapper from New York allegedly learned that Tupac Shakur had heard about his Vegas gig during the peak of the East Coast versus West Coast conflict that also included Biggie, Bad Boy, and Death Row. You are familiar with the narrative. Diddy's former security claimed, "I don't know how Pac found out that Jay-Z had a show, but Jay-Z was not coming out that room." He said that some people had to intervene and provide assistance. These are Big D, Eric B., Suge Knight, and Chaz Williams. "Yo, man, that ain't me," said Suge. "Pac has a wild A** like that. Jay-Z wasn't leaving that room, to do nothing, so Suge Knight got Pac to give him a pass so he could go perform," Gene Deal alleged. However, Gene Deal has before recounted this purported tale. In 2022, he did so on The Art of Dialogue. However, none of this was confirmed or supported by anything back then, therefore it's not absolute reality. Deal said that although he's not exactly sure why Tupac Shakur allegedly intended to face Jay-Z, he believes it might have something to do with HOV's, Brooklyn's Finest, collaboration with Biggie Smalls from Reasonable Doubt, 1996. Remarkably, Irv Gotti admitted to Fat Joe in 2020 that he had advised Jay-Z not to record that song. "I was completely opposed to it," he said. "Don't do it, Jay, don't do it," I was imploring him. And he questioned, "Why?" "Big, he's too strong," I thought. "We must conquer the West Coast before we can conquer the rest of the planet. We must conquer the East Coast before we can conquer the West Coast. We must conquer New York before we can conquer New York, and you must conquer Brooklyn before we can conquer New York." And all of that is his. This an asterisk 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 is not a whack an asterisk 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 a, I exclaimed. I was terrified that I would come across as his little man. Do you get what I mean? The attorney for Jay-Z and Beyoncé alleges that they gave Piers Morgan an ultimatum. According to Alex Spiro, Jay-Z and Beyoncé's lawyer, he wrote Piers Morgan a letter requesting that he retract his interview with Jaguar Wright. In a Wednesday published interview with TMZ, he gave an explanation of the choice. Wright made a number of baseless claims about the couple during the widely shared interview, which Spiro has called demonstrably false. This goes beyond mere rumors and absurdities, he informed the publication. Something is being accused of with precision and formality. I thought there had to be an answer. I believe someone claimed it to be a cease and desist. That wasn't it. It was basically an instruction to delete the false accusation, which is plainly wrong, or face legal consequences. Thus, I believe he made the right decision and behaved appropriately. During the Tuesday night episode of his uncensored show, Morgan first disclosed that he received a legal notice from Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Unexpectedly, during that interview, Jaguar made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyoncé, he said. They weren't there to answer or defend themselves, as I mentioned at the time, but they are now. Their solicitors got in touch with us to inform us that those allegations were totally false and without any real foundation, and as a result, we cooperated with a court order to remove them from the initial interview. At a show named Uncensored, editing interviews is not something we take lightly, but like the cries of fire in a packed theater, there are legal limits on what we can do. And we're sorry to Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Diddy is now resolving a good number of legal problems. The creator of Bad Boy was detained at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn last month after being apprehended in New York City. He faces numerous counts pertaining to alleged racketeering and sex trafficking, and if found guilty, he may serve a lengthy prison sentence. But according to his ex-bodyguard Gene Deal, he ought to be held accountable for more charges than just these. He had a conversation with Violetta Wallace, the mother of the notorious B.I.G., on a recent Paperwork Party podcast episode. Although their chat was short, Wallace seemed to be endorsing Deal. He continued to wax poetic about the exchange and the idea that she had signed off on his attempts to bring Diddy to justice. According to All Hip Hop, he may have been alluding to rumors that Diddy was complicit in the killings of Biggie and Tupac.